Tamara McLeod told detectives.
Like, that Mazda, like, I never drove this Mazda.
The detective didn't push. He just shifted the ground under her feet.
So, at about 6:15 yesterday, a gentleman was walking in his vehicle. And he was approached by somebody who pulled a gun on him and killed him.
Are we serious?
Do I look like I'm not being serious?
That's the moment the lie cracked. It's a textbook case of expectancy violation theory. The detective revealed truth from a direction she didn't anticipate. Tamara thought she could talk her way out of murder, but psychology and patience had already trapped her.
Is this me on camera? Like, do y'all have footage?
Yes, it is. It is.
It's my face.
Yes.
But the pertinent questions are who this demonic woman is, what happened on December the 31st, 2021, and how detectives psychologically trap her with a perfect bait.
While Tamara McLeod was out partying, having fun, I was staring at my twin's dead body.
Welcome back to my channel. I don't have many followers, but your single comment is a ray of hope for me. It was New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2021, in Cleveland, Ohio. As midnight approached, 19-year-old Tamara McLeod, recently released on parole, roamed the city with friends, hunting for cars to steal. Around 6:15 p.m., they spotted Shane Bartek, a 25-year-old off-duty Cleveland police officer, walking to his Mazda CX-5. McLeod pointed a revolver, demanding his keys. Bartek handed them over, but tried to disarm her. 2 shots cracked through the frigid air, one striking his chest, another his shoulder. As Bartek collapsed, McLeod fled in his vehicle, later crashing and abandoning it before partying that night. Detectives traced surveillance footage, DNA, and her online trail, leading to her arrest. On one hand, the whole America was mourning.
While Tamara McLeod was out partying, having fun, I was staring at my twin's dead body.
And on the other hand, the cops brought her in for interrogation.
88 in the door.
And today, we will focus on the psychological elements of this interrogation.
If you don't mind, actually, you guys have any tobacco?
Tobacco? Cigarette?
I'm sure somebody's got a cigarette they can bring in for us.
You shouldn't smoke, man. It's bad for
Tell me about it.
you. No.
All right. This is Steve, Detective Loomis. I'm Mike. I'm just going to get your basic information, your name, your date of birth, and stuff like that. What's your first name?
Tamara McLeod.
How do you spell your first name?
T-A-M-A-R-A.
And your last name, man?
McLeod, L-O-Y-D.
L-O-Y-D. Do you have a middle initial name?
Unique.
How old are you, man?
18.
And your last name is pronounced McLeod? McLeod.
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss McLeod. Do you have a current phone number?
I just changed a couple of numbers. You know, my phone broke yesterday, so I had to been going for a couple of numbers.
What's the last?
Listen to her tone. She's calm, polite 18. Detectives start with basics: name, age, phone, then frame the night as a defining moment. That language lowers resistance and invites a tell us your side narrative without feeling like an accusation.
The phones that was in the car? No? Whose phones were those in the car?
What about Rudolph? It's not my vehicle, so who does?
Okay. All right. I'm going to advise you your rights real quick, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before answering any questions, and have a lawyer with you during any question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you at no cost by the courts. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you know why you are here tonight?
No, I do not. I've been asking questions repeatedly.
Nobody's told you anything?
Anything.
Okay. So, there was an unfortunate incident that took place, okay? So, before we get into it, you know, there's always two sides to every story.
Right.
All we're trying to do is get to the truth.
Yes.
So, somewhere in between these lines is where the truth lies.
Yes.
They're defining moments in our lives too.
Yes.
Okay. This is one of those defining moments in your life.
Yes.
Okay. There was a vehicle, a Mazda, that you gave to somebody this evening. Okay. The CX-5.
I gave it to somebody?
Yeah, the black one.
Right.
So you remember that car?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. Where did you get that at?
Somebody, I rent a lot of cars for friends and stuff.
Where did you rent it at?
My friend, I tell him, I want to drive and I pay him weekly.
Who's your friend?
His name is Sid.
Sid?
Yeah.
Cedric?
Yes.
Where did Cedric give you the car?
He gave me the car on 105 in St. Clair.
105 in St. Clair?
Yes.
And Cedric gave you that car?
Yes.
Is that your brother? What's your
It's
brother's
a friend.
What's your brother's name?
My brother name is Terrence.
Terrence?
Terrence Fletcher.
Is he still? You said was.
No, he's incarcerated. Yeah.
Got it.
Routine facts, names, phones, who Cedric is, create a fluent baseline. Then the story gets complex. Managing aliases, times, and possessions raises mental effort, making inconsistencies leak. Underlying theory, cognitive load in deception. Lies require more working memory, increasing hesitations and slips.
He's incarcerated.
So what's
Cedric's your friend?
Yeah.
what's his last?
My brother?
No, Cedric.
I don't really know Cedric's last name. Like I say, it's a renting thing. I rent his place, and I rent cars and stuff from him and his friends and stuff, And they're like, let's boost this.
All right. So when did you rent the Mazda from?
I was supposed to get it tonight, but they said that they needed it back or whatever, so I hopped in with my friends.
You said you had the Mazda.
Right, and then
So when did you first get it?
I got the Mazda around about 7, 8, but they called me right back and said that they needed it, they want to get some stuff out the trunk of the car. So I'm like, whatever, cool. It's New Year's.
Who's they?
He was with his friends. Like I said, I know Sid by Cedric Sid. He was with a group of guys. I can't really tell you their names or nothing like that. But yeah, they all hang together. It's like
Where are they at?
To be honest with you, they're like mental health people. So they all really hang like bus stops, with the public libraries. They're not really like mentally stable,
So is it Tamara or Tamra? Tamara. Remember when I was talking about one of those defining moments in our lives?
Yes.
It's very important for you right now to be completely honest
Yes, sir.
with us about this situation.
I'm,
Because I'm going to lay it out for you, okay?
Can you please lay it out?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to. So, at about 6:15 yesterday, a gentleman was walking in this vehicle. And he was approached by somebody who pulled a gun on him.
Dropping about 6:15 p.m., and sequencing events forces her to fit details to fixed anchors the police control. Underlying theory, anchoring and adjustment, Tversky and Kahneman. Once a reference point is set, later explanations skew toward it, shrinking wiggle room.
And that person robbed him of his car. But not only did they rob him of his car, but they shot him with the revolver that they had and killed him.
Are we serious?
Do I look like I'm not being serious?
So that's why we're here.
Wow.
So it's important for you to get out in front of this.
Right, yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
This is one of those moments in your life that
Hell
you need
yeah,
to-
this is
to
fucking
get out in
important.
front of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
It
say,
is.
I be with my guys and shit. I don't know what the fuck they be into.
Yeah. So we arrested somebody that was in that car.
Mm-hmm.
Big long chase.
Big long chase.
Right.
Through 5 or 6 suburbs, a couple counties. Guy ended up crashing down off Euchre Lakeshore Boulevard.
260th Lakeshore. Out there. Ended up wrecking it. But we got it. And he came in and laid the whole thing out. Told us everything.
Right. Told you guys like what?
He told us everything. So here's what I'm going to ask.
Yes.
Okay. That person that was robbed and killed.
Hey, there's an officer down here waiting.
The Cleveland police officer.
Saying the co-actor laid it all out reframes the interaction as a strategic game where silence only benefits the other player. Underlying theory, prisoner's dilemma, game theory. Once the partner defects, the dominant response is to cooperate to reduce personal loss.
So you need to get out in front of this. Look at my face.
I'm looking at you, sir.
You need to get out in front of this, okay? Because you're in a tough spot. And right now, you need to help yourself.
Yes.
If this is something that just got out of control and you didn't mean for it to go as far as it did,
Right.
I will believe that, because I don't believe that the intent was to kill somebody. I believe the intent was to take somebody's vehicle because maybe that's what you do. I don't know. I don't know you from Eve. I've never met you before in my life.
Yes, listen.
Hold on. Before you open your mouth and say something, I want you to think long and hard about what you're about to say.
Listen, sir. I don't know what's going on. I'm not the pitchy perfect type of female. I have a background and I'm on probation and everything for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I'm not about is killing no officer.
Yeah, I don't think you meant to do it.
I don't know what you like. You keep saying me, sir. I rent cars and stuff from people. Now it's New Year's. That car, the gun, and everything. I got it to shoot. To try to beast in style.
Well, he was shot with a revolver. Okay.
Listen, sir.
I don't think you meant for this to happen.
Listen, I'm getting. Listen, I rent everything literally for them guys. Cars, clothes. That gun is not mine.
They contrast an intentional killing with an accident during a struggle, steering her toward the lesser culpability lane. Underlying theory, prospect theory, loss aversion. People choose options that minimize severe losses. Admitting a lesser wrong averts the catastrophic outcome.
How do you rent it? What do you use to rent?
Money. They get for
Where
money.
do you work?
I don't work anywhere, sir.
So where do you get your money?
I landscape and paint houses on the side.
So you work.
Basically, but it's not like no W2
Well, you
or
still
anything.
work.
Yeah, but it's nothing like major.
Let me
So I
ask you
take care
this.
of myself.
Do you know how many cameras there are in the city? You have any idea? You have any idea how many surveillance cameras on buildings, apartment buildings, really good ones too? It's not like the old junky ones where it's just a phase and you can't tell what's going on.
So what do you guys tell me? You have me on camera killing a police officer?
I just want you to understand
Just listen.
where we're at.
Yes.
Okay. You cannot go. I cannot go out this door and get to my house without being on 15 cameras. Clearly.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
a minimum.
Clearly. Right? Now I'm going to tell you something else. You ever hear of the Real-Time Crime Center? Those are cameras that the city of Cleveland puts up that have people watching them all the time.
So you guys telling me you have me on camera robbing and killing a police officer?
Listen. Let's just throw out the police officer aspect.
Anything.
Okay.
You guys have me on camera. I understand, yes. Yes, I got this shit from these guys. It's the new year. The fucking cars, the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a go. They like, fuck it, sure. I do this on the regular. My financial having custody.
Invoking city and private surveillance, plus real-time monitoring, creates certainty that the true sequence is recoverable. Underlying theory, perceived evidence strength, Cassin, Newman diagnosticity. When suspects believe strong, objective evidence exists, confession likelihood rises.
So let's just back up. Listen, I want to explain something to you, okay?
Yes,
I
sir.
want you to listen to me carefully. How old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
You're 18 years old.
You have any kids?
No.
No?
Okay. We've been doing this a long time.
Yes, sir.
All right. We've never met, right?
Yes.
I don't know you.
Right.
I don't know what kind of person you are. But I want to explain to you the difference between something that just got out of hand and went south and you didn't mean for it to happen, as opposed to intentionally doing what occurred. Because one potentially carries the death penalty, as opposed to the other saying, listen, I didn't mean for that to happen. I panicked. Things got out of control.
Listen, sir.
You listen to me for me, okay? You're 18 years old. You've got your whole life to think of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you want to spend the rest of your living days
No.
behind bars?
No.
Do you ever want an opportunity to walk these streets again?
Yes.
Then what you need to do is you need to come to grips with what happened tonight. You understand me?
Yes.
Listen,
Sir,
you need to come to grips with what took place tonight.
listen.
Be it an accident, I don't think you intended to kill him.
Listen, sir. Was I on camera killing anybody today? I have a lot of Jack Daniels in me and whiskey and shit, but
Listen, you know what you just said to me a minute ago? You just said that you bent the corner and he started blowing you up.
Detectives repeatedly suggest you didn't mean for this to happen, inviting a situational, not evil, interpretation and making partial admissions compatible with her self-image. Underlying theory, attribution theory. Shifting blame from disposition to situation increases willingness to concede key facts.
And that was the last time you seen him. You didn't see him again.
yes.
And then you told us those phones in the car aren't yours. So how's he blowing you up?
Because I have my friend phone.
Which friend?
Diane. They're telling me that he's caught.
So Diane's phone is one of those phones we got out of that car?
Maybe, because she has her phone. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
So
said,
we're going to see calls from your boy calling you, blowing you up at 7 o'clock at night.
no, listen, that's not my phone. My roommates, listen, let me tell you all the story.
Please.
When I got this Mazda, I planned out to go out. I don't know what, I met these guys because they said they wanted me to rent their car. They needed the money. Okay. I seen the revolver. I asked them, I said, well, shit, let me get it. You know how people are. I wanted to shoot a gun for New Year's. Like I said, I'm on camera for shooting a man. Like, I'm confused for today.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there were 2 cameras on that building in the back of that parking lot.
Actually 4.
And it
Was
shows my
4?
face.
Okay.
It shows my face.
It shows the gentleman getting shot. It shows somebody running, grabbing his keys off the roof of a car. It shows you running to the back of the parking lot, hitting the button, opening the car, getting in the car, driving right straight towards the cameras, and then out the parking lot. Right? So before you're digging, man, and I don't want you to dig.
And it's me.
Don't dig yourself into a death penalty case.
All right? Let me tell you this.
Understand.
Let me tell you this.
Don't do that.
That gentleman was shot with a revolver.
And yes,
The bullet is still in him. So we are going to have the bullet.
yes.
Is that going to match the bullet that comes out of that one of those guns that we got out of your car? The car that you were in?
Listen, like I said,
Is it?
maybe.
Yep. Maybe.
This is not my gun. Shit, I just got the motherfucker tonight.
They move from general claims to measurable specifics. No casings, revolver. Height via van, bullet recovery. Boxing her story into testable corners. Underlying theory, Bayesian diagnosticity. Highly diagnostic evidence updates beliefs sharply, making denial irrational.
Keep going around and sound like remember I said don't
Please, sir. Like,
don't
this
dig
is too
yourself-
much. Like, I don't understand.
Don't
Like,
dig yourself into it.
and I'm not.
Just relax.
Just listen for a second. Listen to these times that I throw out. All right. So around 6:15, this incident occurs.
yes.
Okay. Around 6:20, 6:21. Cedric messages somebody and said, my sister got a Mazda to trade for the car.
Right.
Sound right?
Listen, sir.
And then they're told to meet down on 40th. Right?
Right.
Okay. So you had the Mazda at that point. At 6:20, 6:21, you had the Mazda.
Right.
Okay. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Okay. 6 minutes after this guy was shot, you had the vehicle. Okay. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Don't bury yourself into a death penalty case. Okay? Don't do that. I don't think.
I'm a little intoxicated.
I get it. I don't think
honestly, listen.
I don't think you meant for this to happen.
Was I on me stealing this car? Was my gray showing? Was isomer that I have on this yellow jacket and everything? That I have on this outfit stealing this man before I killed this man? Like, I don't know why y'all want to put me in this fucking hella guys in this. Shit, I would like to ride and do shit.
The detective begins by locking Tamara into an exact timeline, 6:20, 6 minutes after the shooting. This pinning of events to fixed time anchors forces her to navigate within a controlled chronological framework, making any deviation look dishonest. The tactic relies on temporal anchoring theory, a cognitive phenomenon where reference points constrain later reasoning. Once the time marker is accepted, every new claim must align with it, narrowing her flexibility and exposing contradictions without direct confrontation.
Listen, we don't we don't pick somebody and try to put them in a situation. Okay?
Well, can you tell me what's going on after this? Like, I don't know. You guys not hearing me out. This is a big mess.
Hey, listen, we'll hear anything
Like I said.
You were in the car, right?
Yes, I was in that car.
You were in the car 6 minutes after the car got jacked, shot.
Right? By your own admission,
You just
just
said that. I'm not trying to trick you.
and Cedric's set up the meeting between you and this other guy to trade the car.
Listen, I don't know what you guys were saying on that man's phone or none of that. It's since 7 o'clock. I had that car. 6:21 and 7 is around the same time. Like I say, meeting the 40th, right? They made me on Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see the keys I had in my I didn't have no Mazda keys. He gave me a blue Volkswagen Jetta and I had a green Nissan Altima.
That's what he said. That's what he said. You traded him you gave him the car.
That is the one he wanted me to rent.
They gave you the blue car. You gave him the Mazda.
Listen, I came out of the green car to get in the blue Jetta. Like that Mazda, like I never drove this Mazda.
You just told us.
You just said you did.
Listen, one time though, like.
Well, you drove it then.
But like I didn't drive it from no. Where did this man even get shot at? Like on 40th? Like. This is a bit much.
Let me explain to you about touch DNA. Okay?
Yes, please.
All right. We're going to ask you to submit to a DNA sample voluntarily if you want. If not, we're going to get a search warrant. We'll get it from you. Okay, so we're going to get your DNA one way or the other. I'm just telling you that's going to happen.
So my DNA is on this man.
When the detective introduces touch DNA, he reframes the interrogation from a contest of stories to a matter of biological certainty. The language, we'll get it one way or another, signals inevitability. This reduces perceived choice and triggers compliance because resisting appears futile. The underlying mechanism reflects learned helplessness, Seligman, where individuals stop resisting when outcomes seem predetermined. By making evidence sound absolute, the suspect's cognitive load shifts from denial toward damage control.
We're going to find out. We'll find out if you get the car.
Yes, I was in
We're going to find out if
that
that
car.
DNA is in that gun.
Yes, I just shot that gun in the
Okay.
projects. Me and my friend
And there was a
both.
struggle between the victim
a struggle. I'm 5'3", a woman at that. I can't struggle with nobody. Like I told the officer, you're kicking my ass and shit. I'm intoxicated and shit. It's
Well,
nothing I can do.
maybe we're not saying that you physically attacked this guy. Maybe he was trying to disarm you. Maybe he was trying to grab that gun away from you, and you got away. And when you pulled away, the gun went off. That's what we're trying to tell you. We don't think that you went up there to kill that guy and take his shit.
I don't think that's what we did.
All right? We think you went up there to rob that guy.
It was
And
just,
he came after you to get the gun out of your hand because you're a 5'4" female, which, by the way, is the exact same height. The exact same height. You know how we found that out? Because we measured how tall the minivan was that you guys were next to. And the person that did this, you, was exactly 5'4" to 5'3" inches, according to that solid object.
The mention of her height, 5'4", exactly like the person in the video, links physical attributes to the crime scene in a personal and undeniable way. It makes the abstract evidence, videos, footage, immediate and bodily. This activates embodied cognition theory, which posits that physical self-references evoke stronger self-association and emotional realism. When suspects feel the evidence literally fits their body, denial becomes psychologically harder to sustain.
All right, you ever see the convenience stores got the tape?
Yes.
Right? All we got to do is measure that minivan that was there and see how tall it was, and then with the picture, see how tall you were, as opposed to how tall he was.
So can you guys tell me what's going on?
So, well, we're trying to find out what's going on. You didn't try to kill him. You didn't go up there to kill him, right? You went up there to rob him, and it went bad.
Drove cars, grabbed some guns.
The robbery went bad. You got in his car. You drove away. We didn't just pick your name out of a hat. Somebody led us to this. Some evidence led us to this. The videos led us to this. You got a gun that's a pistol. We didn't find any shell casings on the scene up there. Our boy was shot, and the bullets still in him.
I don't even think you knew that you hit him, to be honest with you.
Probably not.
I think, honestly, I think you thought you scared him because he took off running one direction. You took off running in the opposite direction towards his car. I don't even think you knew that you shot him. I really don't.
Sir, is this me on camera? Like, do y'all have
Yeah,
footage?
Yes,
It is.
It is.
It's my face.
Yes.
The detective repeatedly softens moral judgment with phrases like, "I don't think you meant for this to happen." This tactic, known as minimization, uses empathy to imply shared understanding rather than blame. Its foundation lies in Rogers' humanistic psychology, where unconditional positive regard lowers defensive barriers. The suspect interprets empathy as safety, allowing guilt admission while preserving self-esteem.
My face is on this camera.
You know what's more important than having your face on camera? Is your DNA. Is that red van that he was talking about that we measured to get your height off of? That van that you fell into when he reached for the gun and that little struggle started to take place? If I touch that right there, my DNA is right there. Those crime scene guys can come in here, swab this right here, and guess what? There's no denying my DNA. You can't replicate it. You can't say it wasn't me.
We can get DNA off of his clothes. How are you going to explain that?
So it either goes one of two ways, okay? Either you intentionally meant to kill this person, or things got out of control. You didn't mean for the gun to go off, and you didn't even know you shot him until you're sitting down here. You understand what I'm saying? Do you see the difference in those scenarios? You understand? You don't want to put yourself in this first scenario, okay? Because that's just a really bad scenario to be in. The second one is more plausible.
The second one is what I believe took place. Because listen, we've sat across from people. You do not come across as the type of person that would intentionally set out to kill somebody.
No.
And I think it was just an accident.
The detectives construct two divergent storylines, one of premeditated murder, the other of a robbery gone wrong. This creates a safe confession lane, where admitting guilt still preserves moral integrity. The approach draws on cognitive dissonance theory, Festinger, reducing internal conflict by offering a narrative that aligns wrongdoing with situational error rather than inherent malice. Tamara can confess without redefining herself as evil, which opens the door to partial admission.
So is that what happened? It just got out of control? And I'm sorry that happened to you.
Sorry, I never do you.
I don't believe that you meant to do it. I don't even think you probably didn't know until the police stopped you that he was getting shot. Did you?
No.
So what happened?
My friends left me over there. You guys are right.
These girls?
You know, some other girls.
You just needed a ride home.
I was in North Upstate, no one really gave me no ride.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is like life in a fucking prison.
This is what we were trying to talk to you about. The difference between what your intent was. You understand what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm sorry?
It was that you had to kill that man.
So what happened? What led up to that? Besides your friends not dropping you off. You needed a ride. You see him come up walking out into the parking lot. You just wanted to jack him. You wanted to get his keys.
Just walk us through it.
Yes.
What did you say?
I don't really remember what I said
You
to
told him
him.
to take his shoes off? What was going on? What was being said?
I was scared. Because I really don't remember. I was just, the city was bad. I know I can't pick them back. I didn't need to kill one of them. This shit is like embarrassing. Like, oh, this shit probably go on fucking news. This shit
Listen,
is like,
you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, don't even worry about that.
I'm about to spend the rest of my life in prison.
They don't immediately attack or minimization. They let it coexist while steering intent toward panic/struggle, keeping her engaged and talking. Underlying theory, cognitive dissonance reduction. A tolerable self-story lowers dissonance, sustaining cooperation long enough for fuller admissions.
The rest of my life, this shit is, you know, black persecutor, police officer.
It has nothing to do with black and white.
Nothing.
It has nothing to do with that. Did he tell you he was a police officer? Did he say, what are you doing? I'm the police?
All right, so how would you know?
What did he say to you?
I say, I don't remember. I just was trying to get the keys.
Where were the keys?
I think he had them to me.
He handed them to you?
So when you were running back to his vehicle, what did you drop? You had to turn around and go back to there.
So,
His phone? Where's his phone?
should be in that car.
Should be in the car. The black car.
Listen, Detective Loomis had made mention about asking you to submit to a DNA swab. Now, you have a constitutional right to refuse that, which is your right, or you can. I mean, we'll come back tomorrow with a search warrant for it. You don't give us permission, so it's your choice. Either way, okay?
You guys know. The fucking call my mother one time.
We'll take care of that.
You know what? I will let you do that before we part ways.
Okay. Are you willing to give us a DNA sample?
Plus my DNA is already on the system. I've been medication for the
Yeah,
radio.
but we can't use all of that. Legally, we're not allowed to use anything like that. We have to use our own samples. Okay?
Shit is like, is it bad? Fucking labels.
You want another cigarette?
Please.
All right, let me get you another cigarette.
Every agreement, clarifying details, admitting she shot the gun, then consenting to a DNA swab, builds a chain of compliance. Each yes primes the next, turning small concessions into major self-incrimination. The psychological foundation is sequential request theory, rooted in the foot-in-the-door effect, Friedman and Fraser. Once individuals commit to small acts, they're more likely to accept larger, self-binding requests to remain consistent.
I'm really gonna trade cars.
You went to go trade cars where at?
I'm kidding.
I'm Kinsman. Whereabouts?
On the side streets. 120.
You know, whereabouts? 131, 139.
Over that area.
Over in that area?
Yeah.
Who'd you meet up with over there to trade cars?
Tennis, right?
Cedric? What was Cedric's? Did you tell Cedric anything? Did you tell Cedric that car was high? Like real high? No? You just gotta trade it.
That's what they do anyway, you know?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Like, man, nigga, this shit is life in prison, man. This is fucking another typical about whole fucking life in jail.
Yeah, that's all. You're a good one, so.
30 years.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, some bad shit went down.
So like 30 years.
I have no idea, sweetheart. I'm not an attorney. I don't want to be an attorney. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Need that lighter bit. All right, and this you can read it, right? All right. So this is just consent to obtain specimens. If you want to consent, you don't have to. It just says, I, your name, having been informed of my constitutional right, which I did advise you of, not to have any specimens taken from my person without a judicial order, which would be the search warrant, and of my rights to refuse to consent to such hereby authorized, and it's just our names. And this is going to be to obtain saliva, okay, from your person, okay? And if you consent, you sign and date it there.
Where did you change clothes at?
After smaller agreements and rapport, they ask for a saliva swab. She signs. Underlying theory. Foot in the door, Friedman and Fraser. Agreeing to small requests increases the likelihood of agreeing to larger, self-implicating ones.
Yeah, but you know, man, just said changing up your clothes and shit with each other.
That's Sed's apartment?
Yeah.
Well, over on the second floor?
Yeah.
You put Superior over there? What apartment was it?
Like 310.
310? Okay.
1/1/2022.
Is he home?
I'm not sure.
So you have to be able to call that you're getting arrested? So you know that you're jacked up? No? Now, what's your relationship with this? Is this guy your man?
I told you, really like a friend.
Just like,
I met him through my cousin and shit, but my cousin's in jail right now. And when I needed to rent his apartment, you know, he let me. I said I rent a lot of shit.
that 101 Superior you recap, right?
Is
that by the old, behind the old White Castle?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I know where that's at. Is that White Castle? That's not
It
still.
used to be back.
Yeah, it's going back a ways.
So in the prison for the rest of my life.
No, I wouldn't say the rest of your life. I wouldn't do that. I mean, you got to understand something. All we are presenters of facts, okay? That's it. We're not here to judge you. I still don't judge you, okay? That's, what happens from here on out is up to your attorneys and the courts, okay? It's out of our hands once it goes to them. We have no further involvement, okay? We don't have a say as to what the punishment is or anything like that, okay? That's what people need. I think people have a misconception sometimes.
Yeah, that's
Because
TV.
that's, yeah.
I have to wonder, like, this shit is high profile.
So listen,
They emphasize that remorse and honesty are heard by prosecutors and judges, making cooperation feel instrumentally smart. Underlying theory, operant conditioning, contingent reinforcement. Linking truthful disclosure to potential leniency positively reinforces confessing behavior.
we are when we talk to the prosecutor, we are going to tell the prosecutor that you're obviously remorseful, that you're cooperative. Huh?
It's leaking. It has a hole.
Oh,
I didn't do that.
That's why I was worried about your face.
I didn't do that on purpose. I don't know why it's got all. But we're going to tell the prosecutor that you were cooperative with us, and that obviously you're remorseful. I don't think that you're acting right now.
It's not like that.
I know. Come on in.
I'm just going to swab the inside of your cheek, okay? And then you swab both sides of your cheeks.
I don't know if that's if you have an address to that part.
Okay. So you know Cedric from something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That him?
No.
It's not him?
No.
Who's that?
I don't know who the hell that is.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, that nigga old as hell. I never.
How old is that?
Shit is young, maybe about 22, 23.
What's he look like?
Maybe 5, 9, 10.
In the final minutes, detectives say you're remorseful, and people take that into account. This gives Tamara a psychological off-ramp. She can reinterpret confession as the start of redemption, not ruin. The underlying dynamic is narrative identity theory, where individuals reframe traumatic or shameful acts as meaningful turning points. It transforms guilt into agency, ensuring her cooperation while she clings to a morally survivable self-story. In the interrogation of Tamara McLeod, detectives systematically constrain her narrative by fixing the timeline, referencing video and DNA evidence, and offering a narrowing choice between intentional murder versus a robbery gone wrong. Legally, this technique transitions the discussion from "did this happen?" to which version best fits the facts. By doing so, the investigators lay a foundation for both first-degree murder and felony murder charges. Her own admissions, the presence of the weapon, the surveillance linkage, and the vehicle theft all align to affirm elements of intent, unlawful taking, and death during a felony. This interrogation thus charts a clear pathway to conviction by generating self-incriminating statements under controlled conditions. On September 27, 2022, Tamara McLeod was sentenced in the case of the fatal shooting of off-duty Shane Bartek and related robberies. She received a sentence of life in prison, with eligibility for parole after 54 years. The sentencing judge emphasized that although he could not impose life without parole, McLeod was unlikely to see freedom again until her 70s. The extensive term reflects the cumulative impact of multiple convictions: aggravated murder, felonious assault, aggravated robbery, grand theft, and weapons offenses. From a legal standpoint, the sentence underscores the seriousness of depriving a law enforcement officer's life during the commission of a felony and serves both retributive and deterrent functions within Ohio's sentencing framework.